and we have a brother of mine, man, Mick, all the way from fucking everywhere around the world. This guy goes everywhere. He plays everywhere, man. Please introduce yourself one more time for the show, man.
Hey everyone, my name is Mick Michaels and I play guitar for the band Corners of Sanctuary.
Mm. You guys have been crushing it lately, man. You guys, now, oh, I'm lost my train of thought. We were just flowing before backstage, and then all of a sudden I go stupid.
It happens.
Let's do a little recap with the band. When did you guys start? You guys got some stuff out, obviously, right? Where do we find you?
Yeah, we formed in 2011, and last year we celebrated our 10-year anniversary. So we're continuing to move forward. We actually have two releases out right now. In late spring, we came out with our Def Leppard tribute EP called Defying. That's available right now on Sonic.
Check that out.
We got a couple of videos out for it. We just released the second single, our version of Bringing on the Break, rather. And we just released a video for it too. Real something simple, just more of a performance type video of us. Yeah. And about a month or so after that, we released our second best of compilation. So it's a volume 2. It's called Metal Never Dies, which has been the name of our tour since last year. So we kind of the original plan was we were going to have it out last year, but with getting caught back up and playing out, once restrictions were lifted, we figured we'll back burner it and move forward with getting some shows. So we got I think there's like 20 or 22 songs on there. It's over like an hour and a half worth of music, and it highlights some of the songs of the last 11 years. And there's a couple new tracks in there as well. Most of them have been re-recorded, remixed, and remastered. And we just, it's just a good cross section of what this band has done from its catalog over the last 11 years, and that's just a sample of it. So we're kind of excited about it.
There you go, right? Like, I know when I first found you guys, obviously you've been on the show before and stuff, and we've talked about that. See the newer stuff, and then you guys are going on tour soon, are you not?
Yeah, we're doing a bunch of little shows within our region, and then we're doing our 4x4 tour in October. We're actually going to do 4 states in 4 days, or 4 shows in 4 days, or something like that. 4 days, 4 shows, something like that. So it's a lot of actual traveling for 4 shows, but we're kind of excited about that. And then we're doing
live shows to get that experience and to introduce yourselves into those new states in that sense, right? Like,
yeah, it's like, again, with this new industry, since we're kind of like in post-COVID, so there's like a lot of, some of the old venues aren't there anymore, so we're trying to trailblaze into new areas that we haven't been, or getting familiar with new booking agents and new owners and things like that. So, and it's an opportunity for us to hit some spaces that we didn't hit before. So we're kind of excited about that. It's always been kind of our model, so to speak, is that, you're just going to kind of take it like old school, just get out there, bring the music to the people. And I mean, it's one thing about going back to the places that you've played before and you're going to get a good response, good crowd. But there is something still challenging and exciting about going into an area that you haven't yet played. So we like to keep doing that. And we always stayed doing it, and then the last couple of years has been hit or miss because of the COVID. But we're back at it. We figured, hey, listen, we'll do it in 4 states. I mean, if you're going to tank on something, you might as well tank it while you're out on the road enjoying some of it.
100%, man. So you guys are on tour in October. Where's your last tour date?
Our last tour date is we're coming back up. We're playing in Virginia. I can't Doug Spur, Virginia. We're playing like a little arena kind of. It's like I don't know. It's it's the place has a like a little stadium. They do bike rallies there. They got a hotel. There's campgrounds. There's all they hold fairs there. It's like this whole setup. So we're kind of excited about that.
I fucking love Virginia, man. When I come, every time I go through Virginia, because I'm from Georgia. Obviously, we talked last time about that. But every time I go home, it's like I just want to stop in Virginia, man. I got to go over, you know, and just stop there. It's so fun. It's such a beautiful fucking state too, though, right?
Yeah, it really is beautiful. You got it splits up. You know, you got the beach side, and then you got the countryside, and then of course
the mountains. You know,
for the mountains, right? And for the U.S., there's a lot of rich history down there. So it's kind of exciting. Yeah, it's a really cool state.
So you guys will be close. We'll talk more about backstage. Maybe you can make this October show because you're going to be right there at the end of October, man. We played the last weekend in October.
Yeah, well, listen, it's a possibility. Just, you know, you let me know. We'll see what we can work out. I'll talk to the guys and see if we can work things out if it's possible. Sure.
I can guarantee food, booze, and a place to stay probably. But we'll talk more later, you know what I mean? So we're bringing a bunch of bands from Montreal, man. We got Dead Man's Prophecy, Last Dance Amongst Wolves are coming with us, right? We got Andrew Joseph coming. Hopefully Sapphire's on the bill. Thy Enemy in the Kingdom of Nightmare playing, bud. Like, it's going to be sick. It'd be sick if you guys could make it. We'll talk more backstage, obviously. Right?
Yeah. Well, you definitely had me at food, so that's good.
Yeah, because I was told to bring 4 bands minimum, but I'm like, I could probably bring 6. We'll see what's going on. So right now, we have, 6? And then Fortunate Losers are on the fence. They want to work out. I got to hash out the details this week. But you and we definitely got to talk. You're going to be in the area, man. Fuck, that'd be sick. That'd be awesome.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So now that you guys are back in the swing of things and stuff, what is your main goal for next year? Like, I know this year is kind of already half over and stuff, right? But is there any big tours you're trying to get on for next year? Like,
yeah, well, actually, yes. We got already a lot of next year. We're kind of like, you know, in the process of getting it together. We are planning on going back to the UK to finish the tour that we started when COVID hit, because we were overseas when the shutdown, the US shut down. So we had to cut the tour, unfortunately. But we're
last time, right? So
yeah, we talked about it last time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So we're definitely looking to go back in April. We're going to finish what we started. We're going to make it a little bigger than we did the last time to kind of make up for lost time. We have a UK only release that's going to come out prior to the tour as a promotional piece. It'll be available in CD only over in the UK. So we're actually working on the finishing of the recording of that now. And in the process, we're working on our next full-length album that we're looking to release next year as well. So we got a lot of stuff already brewing. And so we're focusing on those 3 aspects right now for next year, because it's going to take up a good portion of promo time and stuff like that. And I'm sure we'll pepper in other stuff, but we have a handful of shows still this year, which we're real excited about. So a couple festivals. We're playing a bike rally up in Scranton.
More detail about your new shows, like this year. Like, where can because our audience is everywhere, man. Even overseas, you know what I mean? It's all through the South, all through there. Where are your shows this year? Where can we find you? Where can we fucking seek you out and fucking buy tickets?
Oh, cool. Our next show, we're actually it's a benefit. It's a bike rally up in Scranton, PA at Viewmont Mall. We're actually playing outside the mall. It's a free concert, so we're helping the organization raise money for the homeless of the area. So we try to do that as often as we can, get involved in a lot of the community efforts. So it's a great time. We're playing for about an hour. It's going to be an outside event. And like I said, it's free. There's going to be motorcycles and classic cars and you know, those big trucks like Bigfoot and stuff like that. They're going to have a lot of other stuff, vendors and food, lots of live music. So it's going to be really cool. And then we're in Allentown, Pennsylvania, with Illusions of Grandeur at Jabberjaw's on the 13th of August.
I
And then,
love that fucking state,
yeah,
man. Pennsylvania is very beautiful too, man. Like I spent a bit of time traveling around there. Fuck, amazing
yeah,
state.
yeah. You know, I mean, that area there, especially, you know, like, you know, Billy Joel wrote a song about it, you know, because that was like the steel mill area back in the day. You know, a lot of early
A
industry
lot
was
of
happening
history.
here from the state and all,
Yeah.
so it's kind of exciting. Yeah, it's got some rich history.
Now,
Yeah, September we're doing the Keep It Metal Fest. That's up in Dixon City, PA. We're kind
that's
of at
close.
September. Yeah, it's September
What
10th.
time in September? What time in September?
September 10th. I'm not
So that's
exactly sure when
the time
we go on, but it's you know it's I think there's like 7, 8, 9 bands, something like that. So it's kind of cool. We're kind of looking forward to that. And then October we're doing the state, you know, the 4x4 tour. So we'll be in like West Virginia, Atlanta, Georgia. We're doing North Carolina, and we finish up in Virginia.
I'm sorry, man. Georgia, I love that state. That's where I'm from. Like that's every time I go home, no matter where I am, whether Athens, I'm in Rennes, Atlanta, Augusta. You know what I mean? I fucking
Cool.
Savannah is my favorite spot there ever, though, man. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to Atlanta, you know, kind of like as a layover or something, but we've never actually got to play there. So we're looking forward to this. It's really cool to be able to go down there and play. So we're playing at the Sabbath now.
Like,
it's going to be exciting.
What you hear about Atlanta, it's a great city, man. You just be cautious where you go. That's all. You know what I mean?
You know, hey, it's like that with Philly too. I think there was just recently, just in the past couple of days, an article that, you know, Philly's definitely not a place you want to be at nighttime. So it doesn't really help for the tourism, does it?
Hey, Toronto's the same way. Brampton, Scarborough, fuck, I could go on and on. All of Southern Ontario. When it gets dark out, you're not supposed to go out at night. I've gone to Cuba, South Africa. I've gone out till like the wee hours in the morning, but it's not, you know, but Atlanta, there's some places you don't want to go, man. Like, so just a heads
up. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. But it's a great city, though, man. Don't let that fucking discourage you. The people are amazing, especially in Georgia. You get that Southern hospitality almost everywhere you go, right?
Yeah. Looking forward to it. Absolutely. Can't wait. It's going to be great.
Yeah, no doubt. So there's a question. It's in my fucking head. I thought of it earlier while we were talking because we got on to Georgia and the traveling. So despite the band and everything, do you travel at all? Like, is there anywhere like you've gone that's just crazy and you went up by yourself, like fucking Central America or some shit, you know?
No, you know, I'll be honest with you. Like personally, I was never really into traveling. I never, as a kid growing up, we didn't do much traveling. We were kind of, you know, we weren't very well off. So, the best that we ever did is, you know, we drove like the 2 hours down to the Jersey Shore. You know, I mean, to me, that was, you know, perfect. So, I
might as well be at Disneyland. It's so amazing, right? Like,
yeah. You know, I mean, but as an adult, and you know, I've had the opportunity. I've been to Canada. I haven't seen enough of it, I don't think, but I'd like to see more of it at some point. But I mean, I've been throughout the U.S. and there's some really great places. Like I like a lot of the deserts and things out in Nevada and Arizona. I really enjoy. You know, all over. I've traveled throughout the New England states, which are really cool. I love Florida. But I mean, I've been to Germany and Belgium and the Netherlands, and they're beautiful places too. I mean, some of the places in Germany, once you're out of the city and you're along the countryside, it's just beautiful. It's like you can kind of get lost in it. It's actually some of the areas are so remote. You're kind of like, oh man, I may get lost, and I'm not good with the language. I'm not even good with English, let alone trying to speak any German. You know, I've been to Mexico and different places like that, and you know, so I've been fortunate enough to have that opportunity. Like you've been all over the world too. So it's great to see different areas. You learn it about the culture more, right? Firsthand experience. You get that perspective, and it just really opens your mind. And when you see all the negativity that's going on, especially in the last couple of years with politics and within the social,
everything. Oh
you
yeah,
know,
the world in general, as far as how the state of the world, say since fucking 2011 or
yeah, and you look at and you go,
19.
everybody focuses too much on the differences rather than like the similarities. We're human. We all have some of the same hopes and desires and the dreams, and we hurt the same way. We share so many things, but everybody wants to focus on the negativity of just a few, of a small percentage that they think speak for the rest of us, and that really is a shame because that hurts everybody,
Yeah,
involved,
that's
and
the
and
beauty
I think
about music. Like no matter what part of the world you live in, or you watch the show, or you listen to music, that music will always resonate with you. You know what I mean?
right,
Like whether it's
right,
fucking Queen or Rammstein or Behemoth, like bands
yeah,
from around the world, just bands we do and shit. I'm gonna forget everyone I thought just because we're live on the air, right? But like
I
Spencer
get
and
it. Absolutely right.
Trouble, huge shout out. Empire to More, Empire to More, yeah. Your Last Wish, right? Fucking Dead Man's Prophecy, just from Montreal alone, right? And then you got Spencer and them from Pressure, all the way from Sweden. We got
Right.
Helena all the way from
Good band.
Greece.
Good band.
That she'll be on the show here real soon. I haven't
Cool.
announced it yet, right? But once again, she'll be joining us again. Last time,
from Ireland.
yeah, the guys from Ireland, my buddy Ren and them from the fucking Viking Metal. I always forget their name when it comes down to it, but like they've been on the show. That guy's like my best friend, and we've never met in person. It's always been through the show or talking backstage and stuff, right? But he comes here, he can stay. I go there, I can stay there. You know what I mean? Like
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. The beauty about music is there is no boundary, and
mm,
like there is no racism, there is no judgment, there really is no negativity to it. The only negativity is what other
yeah.
people put to it, like, right, that intent. But it just is,
This
and
is
it
gonna
really,
sound terrible, but
yeah, it brings
you're
people
right. Though.
together.
Like I've been
And
at the show and seen people wear their turbans, but they're in the pit with us, and they picked us up when we fell down, and we picked them up. There was no difference.
right,
That's what
no
music does.
difference. That's what
Or
music does.
no matter who you are
Music
in that
doesn't
pit.
focus on the differences. If music
Mhm.
can do that, not focusing on the differences, why can't we do it in regular life, so to speak, right?
See, that's another big part of the show is food, dinner, and conversation. Don't matter who you
Yeah,
are, sit at the table, break some fucking bread, whether you want to look at it religiously or just on a aspect of the universe. That's how you eat food together. You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah,
You hunt together. Like no matter who you are, let's do this. You know what I mean? Like let's have a
right.
conversation, right? Whether it's through music or dinner and conversation or drinks, right? Like when anywhere you've ever traveled, you go to a pub, get a couple drinks, poof, everybody's friends now. Like
Oh yeah.
how do you argue with that, right?
I'll tell you, some of the best conversation has been like when we were in the UK. We had to do fish and chips, right? We had to do proper fish and chips, and we found like we were in a little town, um, and it just had that vibe. So we go in a really small place. It was almost like a closet, and we're ordering, and of course, not being from the area or the country, we stand out, pretty well.
Oh,
And
yeah, right.
people are talking, and we're telling stories, and then we start talking about comedy movies, and just like, again, like there was no barrier, even though we were, in reality, we're miles and oceans apart, but we were just
Yeah.
regular people just talking and eating.
No, 100%, man. And
Yeah.
Hollywood just poured me a shot. Sorry. But that's the great thing about music and
Yep.
food, or even just conversation in general, right? Like
Right.
You can go anywhere in the world, no matter where you go. You sit down and have a meal with somebody, some drinks, throw on some tunes. You're fucking buddies until you go home, or you know what I mean. Like it just it's magical, man. In
Yeah,
that sense.
it really is. I say it all the time, man. I go like music is magic. It's real magic in real time, and
Yeah.
it's timeless, and it doesn't. There's no borders. It's borderless, and that's
No
it's.
doubt.
I think
You
that's
look at
one of the
things like
things.
Rolling Stones, and you can even go way further back to the 50s and shit, you know,
Oh
40s,
yeah,
Billy Ollie and shit. Like music right back to the any Aboriginal or even early music being from Canada, the Native Americans with just the drums and the
sure.
voices.
Yep,
That
yep,
goes
yep.
back thousands, probably fucking more than thousands, probably a million years ago. You know, you don't know. Like music's always been there, right?
Yeah, that beat, that rhythm, that melody with voices. I think it just speaks to the genetic and the DNA makeup of what humans are, because
Yeah.
everybody can react the same way to the music itself. Take away the lyrics, take away the singing, whatever.
The
Just place the
language,
music out there, and people will react to it very similarly. And that's what. And so again, that demonstrates how connected we really are, and how we should stop looking at all these differences, because there really is no difference.
it almost brings a tear. I almost want to cry. I'm getting emotional about this conversation just because it's so passionate to me, and it's nice to talk. So many people I've talked to on the show, especially you, it's so passionate with them as well. You know what I mean? It's what drives us and what gets us up in the morning. You know, that's that
Absolutely.
song.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I
I
hope
mean, yeah,
we can.
you use music as an incentive. You use it as an inspiration, an aspiration. I mean, when times are tough, I mean, a lot of people go to music. It's soothing, right? They say, the old, music soothes the savage beast. Well, that savage beast is us inside. You know, that war that we constantly fight with ourselves and our mind and our heart. That silent war.
Constant
You know?
anger that we're presented every day between just
Yeah.
bills, and trying to feed your family, getting that job. Oh, we need a new
Oh,
car. Oh, we need brakes on the car, or whatever it is. You know,
right.
like it's always that song. Sometimes in the morning, I'm on the highways. We run the roads a lot. You just see people freaking in their car, but you know they're listening to a song because you can see them singing. It's like, they're just getting it out of them. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Right.
like,
Right.
make me turn my radio up. You know, like, I'm
Yeah.
with you, brother, you know, or sister, or whoever it is. Fucking,
Right.
like,
Right. I guess those guys that, they had some thought to that, in terms of like when they were designing the car. Like, think about it, like as a mechanical piece of equipment to move somebody or a group of people from here to there. Somebody
yeah,
had the idea, hey, we got to put a radio in this, as and at that time, radio was basically free.
yeah,
And but it was so instrumental in helping people along, getting them through their day, getting them through their ride. That ride to work sometimes is, that's why, like, that morning time was so
yeah,
popular, especially in the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
right?
So there's
You
definitely
listen
some
to
things
the
that people were
radio,
definitely a
you
little
hear
past
your morning
the norm.
show. You know, you catch your morning show and stuff, and you hear your music and stuff.
Yep.
It's amazing how much money has changed that industry now. Because now, right,
Yeah.
like you hear 7 songs all day long on the hour. I can tell you what time of day it is by the song that's on the fucking radio nowadays, man.
Yeah.
So
Well,
to see
you know,
where we were before, like you said, everything was just free. We just put it out there. Here, take it. You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like, I guess the internet is changing that now. Obviously, the radio has some serious competition. I was
Oh,
in
yes.
the work truck. I got the good work truck because my van had to go in for service, do all the tires and all that. So I got the fucking truck, satellite radio, bud. Put it
Yeah.
on, listen to Ozzy the Boneyard. just like us. We are the Boneyard, but he's Aussie Boneyard, so it's totally different.
Right.
But you know, liquid metal, and they had all that. You would still hear the same songs 5 days of fucking 5 times a day. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah. They play block, and people and we pay for that now. Like, right, there's a service fee for it, so it's weird what they've done, but at the same time, if that's what people need to get through the day, then I guess that's what they,
that's the music you get. But like on the same end, I can't put your music to my cooking show or I get shut down, right?
Yeah.
It's fucked up, you know, like
Yeah.
Before, back in the day, you know, you got the 50s, 60s, even 70s, even into the 80s, early 90s, you could take your tape to the radio station and they would play that shit for you, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a copyright thing now. Everybody wants to get paid. They want to get this. I mean, I get it. I understand it.
Just please play it once.
Yeah.
I played your song on my cooking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just to even have one of your songs on my cooking show, I would mix it up. Even in the background, I'd throw your shit on an intro to the show or whatever we're doing. You know, I would always play every song you guys ever written.
Oh,
like,
hey, you got my
never hear the same song by you guys. It would always be a different song. You know what I mean? But I'm not allowed to do that in that sense. It's fucked up. Weird.
You got my permission. If you need me to kind of give you some kind of signing waiver, I'll do that too. Anything to get the music. Nowadays, the way I look at it is, it's so little that any of us really are making. You know, excluding like Metallica and those top notchers. But the rest of us,
99% of the bands I have on, we're all underground. We're all paying out of our own pocket. My show, I paid for all this out of my pocket. The show in the end of August, I'm paying for it. October, I'm paying for all the bands. Like, nobody's paying me for none of this shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's all on me to work overtime and work harder to make this happen. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's amazing. That's dedication there. But I mean, we're making so little money on all these streamings and things like that to me, it's not even to be able to just to get the awareness of the music, and that to me is more important. So you got my permission, or if you need me to kind of sign something or let somebody know, let me know, and I'll, because I would love to be on your show, have the music play, and let other people hear it.
When I can afford a lawyer to write the contract, but for now, 1 or 2 songs for the cooking show. And we'll put your credits up. We'll put your link in the fucking show. Make sure everybody knows your music was on that show, right? Like, that'd be sick, man. That'd be cool, man. Because I got a lot of yoga music right now because it's all free. No copyright shit, right? It's all mellow and chill, but yet I fucking metal's my life, man. Like, I love that music, right? So
listen, I'll send you a couple MP3s and in an email or whatever, and I'll just say, hey, you got my permission to play it. That's not a problem.
Hollywood shaking her head. She's like, fuck yeah, we're editing that in next time. We're doing chicken Alfredo.
Oh, nice.
Homemade Alfredo sauce. I might do homemade pasta. We'll see how much time I have. But definitely the chicken will be fucking fresh. We'll cut it up all live on the show. Nice. By then, hopefully you've sent me the MP3s and we'll be able to figure out how to put that music to the show, man. That'd be sick.
Cool.
That'd
Awesome.
be awesome. I would love that. Yeah, 100%, man.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, man. Fuck yeah. I owe you big time now, right? So we'll talk more about October. This year, we do have an opening, end of October.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It's Halloween weekend. So it's like a whole thing, right? You guys are pretty close, kind of.
So where's it at?
In Maine.
It's Maine. Yeah, we can make it to Maine. That's not a problem. We're kind of it's a straight shot from Philly. Yeah, we could do that.
Oh yeah, you guys are in Philly, so yeah, you're only 6 hours.
Yeah, about 6 hours or so.
Yeah.
With bathroom break, maybe.
Yeah, we'll talk more backstage about that because I gotta figure out. I got the number of people already, and then I gotta figure out your numbers, and then I think I have a house that will accommodate pretty well everybody, right?
Oh,
Because
cool.
Hollywood and I and two others will be spending our time right on site because we're doing all the backstage sound and equipment and everything, right? But you
Cool.
guys
Cool.
will have a house, a hotel, your food. We'll get you there. We'll
Nice.
figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Well, yeah, we can make it work, definitely. But you let me know the details. I'll talk to the band, see what we could do. Absolutely, appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I'll get all that sent probably tomorrow after work. So give me a day to get everything over to you, and then you guys can talk it over. Give you a week to talk it over, and then we'll figure it out.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you.
So, once again, man, where do we find you? YouTube, Spotify. Give us your links.
You can go to, our main hub. You go to our official website at cornersofsanctuary.com. From there, you can kind of pretty much link on to anything that we have. Our Facebook page, Corners of Sanctuary. We got Instagram at Cos Nation Metal. Twitter is Cos and Roll. Spotify, just do a search for Corners of Sanctuary. A lot of stuff will come up. You'll see a lot of our things.
You guys,
Actually, if you go to cornersofsanctuary.com, you can get some free downloads right now. You get a free download of On the Hunt, which is on our Metal Never Dies compilation. So you could do that. You could check us out.
No, she's already fucking typing it in.
Yeah, cornersofsanctuary.com. Get some free stuff there. You can link to some of our videos. The YouTube channel is A Creation, so you can check that out. There's a lot of just do a search, man. Then you'll a lot of come up. And you'll get some free downloads, even not on our site. There's some stuff that's been ripped, and it doesn't sound real good, unfortunately. But at least it's out there. Whatever. There's lots of it.
And then it will always evolve and become better and better and better every fucking time you hear it. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys have a link tree?
We don't have a link tree because we're a little behind the times with that, but we were actually, believe it or not, just talking about that at the end of last week, just to kind of box everything together. So we may be having a link tree but before the end of this month.
All right. Well, after the show, send me the best links to find your stuff at, and I'll repost it, and I'll put your links in the fucking title and stuff, so everyone can click and do all that, and find your merch. You guys got merch? Fuck, dude. Awesome, man. Thank you so much for coming on again.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
Anytime, buddy. Fucking anytime you got new stuff coming out, and anytime I do my shows, when I finally get the land and able to do the fest, you guys are on the bill. I'm working on some new stuff in Canada to get my heavy metal bands and stuff to play. But we have some connections down in Texas we're working on with Cauterize. I'll give a big shout out. Alex, great buddy of mine, basically my brother now, right? Out of Cauterize and stuff. We're working on some shows down there. They want me to bring some people in. Fuck, you guys are already down in the States. Be easy to get you down there, you know what I mean? So we'll be in touch, man. I can't wait. Brother. Anytime, man. You guys got some new shit. I know you guys are on tour. Check these guys out. They're on all the way till October. On tour, baby. Anything else you want to? Any local bands you want to give a shout out to? Who should we be watching out for?
Well, our buddy Chris Natalini, who is the former singer to Blood Feast. They're an old school thrash band. He has just started a brand new band called Execution Order, and they're doing some old school thrash, real exciting. We're going to be playing a couple shows with them coming this fall, including they'll be on the Keep It Metal Fest with us. And I do know that they're going to be in Hamburg, Germany in November for the True Thrash Fest. So if you're out there, make sure you check them out. Tell Chris that Corner Sanctuary sent you, and look for them. They're going to be definitely be making a splash.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Thank you so much again for tonight. Really appreciate it. Well,
thank you.
Anytime you want to come on, man, let me know. If you want to co-host, I'll send you some of the bands that are on. if you want to fucking jump on, ask some questions, be part of the show, man, anytime, brother.
Appreciate that. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Anytime, man. I love your shit. Check these
Thank you.
guys out. Fucking I'm gonna end it though. Play it loud, play it proud, baby.